In most games, you have a weapon for long range and a weapon for close range. But in 2004, Epic Games perfected a weapon that doesn't care where your enemy is. It only cares about your timing. It is the signature of the Unreal series. It's the weapon that turned the combo into a high art form and birthed one of the most popular mods in first-person shooter history. Known for its precision and its shock combo, it is the weapon that separates the casuals from the godlike. Today we're looking at the ASMD Shock Rifle from Unreal Tournament 2004. All sources used for this video will be linked down in the description below. Like, sub, do all the YouTube stuff. It is greatly appreciated. Let's get into it. The Shock Rifle is the Swiss Army knife of the Unreal arsenal. It is a dual-function tool that rewards precision above all else. Here are the stats. Projectile. Primary fire is a hit scan, an instant energy beam that cuts through the environment with a railgun-like trail. Secondary fire, projectile. This is represented with a slow-moving plasma core ball, trademark to the weapon. Damage. The primary hit scan deals 45 damage per shot. Secondary's plasma core also does 45 damage when it direct hits. But the real magic of this weapon comes from its shock combo. Firing your secondary, you shoot the plasma core with your primary hit scan to perform a shock combo. More on this later. Rate of fire. The primary can be fired every 0.64 seconds, while the secondary is a little faster. You can fire a plasma core every 0.55 seconds. Range. The primary's range is infinite. Secondary's range is limited by the projectile's travel, so if it collides into a wall or something with collision. The explosion radius of the shock combo is 200 Unreal units. And some additional stats. Ammo type, shock cores. Ammo cost, 1 per shot, but the shock combo takes 3 per combo. 1 for the plasma core, and then 2 for the combo triggering the beam. Ammo cap is 50 cores. And the rifle acronym ASMD stands for, quote, "and shall my device," end quote. A nod to the series' very first weapon back in 1998. It's also got another more aggressive meaning. And suck my... yeah. Hey, the early 2000s were super edgy. The tech behind the shock rifle is what makes it a masterpiece of programming. The primary fire is a hit scan check, similar to the railgun from Quake, while the secondary is a physical projectile. The magic happens when the game tracks the collision between these two different weapon states. To pull off a shock combo, the engine has to perfectly register your hit scan beam intersecting with the moving hitbox of your own plasma core. In a high-speed match of the UT2004 engine, that synchronization is what makes the core breach possible. In the UT2004 sandbox, the shock rifle is the versatility king. It acts as a long-range sniper for picking off damaged opponents with the beam, a zoning tool for clogging hallways with cores, and a tactical nuke via the combo. It is the only weapon in the game that can effectively control every single range on the map simultaneously. Epic Games balanced this immense power through resource management and execution. With a cap of only 50 units and a somewhat relatively slow rate of fire, you can't simply spam the beam. Furthermore, the shock combo is the ultimate skill gate. While 200 damage can one-shot almost any player, the timing required to hit a moving core while you are also dodging incoming fire is incredibly high. It is a weapon that is only as broken as the player using it is talented. The UT2004 Shock Rifle is a masterpiece of Y2K futurism. It doesn't look like a gritty industrial machine. It looks like a high-end scientific instrument designed for an interstellar blood sport, which is exactly what the Liandri Grand Tournament is. Listen to this. The sound design is amazing. The primary fire is a high-frequency crack that feels thin and piercing. The core, however, has this low-frequency oscillating hum that warns everyone in the room it's coming. But when you hit that combo, the sound is a heavy, digitized explosion that sounds like the air itself is being torn apart. The shock ring, that expanding purple sphere from a combo, is one of the most satisfying visual effects in gaming. It gives the player instant, clear feedback on the blast radius. In the middle of a chaotic 16-player match, that flash of purple is a neon sign that says, someone just got outplayed. What truly makes the shock rifle great is the shock combo, also known as the core breach. In most games, your interaction with the projectile ends the moment you fire it. In Unreal Tournament 2004, firing the core is only the first half of the move. You can bank these explosions around corners, over ledges, or behind pillars. It turns every hallway into a potential trap. If you know an enemy is camping a health pack, you don't need a line of sight on them. You just need a line of sight on your own core. We also have to talk about Instagib, or Instajib. This community-made mod stripped the game down to just the shock rifle, set to one-hit kill damage with infinite ammo. It turned Unreal Tournament into a game of pure twitch reflex and movement. It became so iconic that it's still a standard mode in almost every arena shooter today. At the pro level, the shock rifle is a denial tool. You can use the primary beam to knock back an enemy who is trying to time a jump for the shield belt. Or you can use the combo to clear an entire flag room in Capture the Flag. It rewards spatial awareness and rhythm more than almost any other weapon in the genre. So, what makes the ASMD shock rifle from Unreal Tournament 2004 a great weapon? That's a mouthful. The UT2004 Shock Rifle is a masterpiece because it scales perfectly with the player. In the hands of a beginner, it's a decent sniper rifle. In the hands of a master, it's a map-controlling tactical nuke. It's the weapon that defines the Unreal experience. It's flashy, it's high skill, and it's the reason why shock comboing someone out of the air is still one of the most satisfying feelings you can have in a first-person shooter to this day. So, what do you think of the Unreal Tournament 2004 Shock Rifle? What's the craziest combo you've ever landed? And do you prefer the sleek Unreal Tournament 2004 design or the bulkier, classic look of the 1999 original? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And stay tuned because our next weapon, it actually defies the laws of physics. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, share it with friends, and subscribe for more Grit Gaming content. And if you're looking for more, check out this recommended video right here. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.
You have won the match.